luckily. Oh, evening. Evening, Bill. Might not ever see his on yet. Bill's just joined in the server. Oh,
Test. Test.
Oh, what's going on? Bill, if you can hear me, I don't know if you can. I've seen you got, there's a message. I'm just getting to a safe point to be able to just click screens and see that message, so bear with me. Cargo loading, so it's a little bit tense. I'll be with you just as soon as I can. think I might just hit it on a tree. I think I just hit it on a tree, damn it.
Laxa said okay hash.
Yep, I got you now. Right, yeah, okay. Yeah. It's not a stuck control key or something like that. As in like not physically stuck, but logically stuck. It depends. When I was getting it on my stick setup, it was because it was a Control Alt and an S, and if I held my push to talk, which held down the control, whilst I then manually hit the control key on the keyboard for any reason, that's what would get stuck. So, yeah. So, oh, sorry. No, my machine is acting up. I can't get the system tray to display the way I want. But basically, I held down my push to talk button and then manually pressed the control key again. like it's listing. Right. Actually, that would also tell you if there's a stuck control key. Because can't you do a thing where it will show you what a button is doing? So if there's a control key pressed, you'd be able to see it from there. Right. Oh, well, so in the testing software, when you press the button, it shows what being sent. Okay, so clear the mapping in Discord and re-add it using the button press to set the mapping.
It works okay if I use the keyboard. I'm using the keyboard now, like Control Alt B, and I can hear it blib looking, so I guess you'll get it.
So it's not picking up the key when you press it. So when you try and make a new binding in Discord, it's not picking it up there either.
No. It's showing, the shortcut is showing as a gamepad 13 plus Control plus Alt plus B.
Hang on a second, I've got to boost. That's something odd. Right, second.
The shortcut is showing as not Control Alt B, but gamepad 13 Control Alt B.
What pad?
Gamepad 13.
Oh, gamepad, right. Does it work? That matters so much what it's called if it works.
Well, I don't think so. Hold on. It works when I use the keyboard, but not when I use the button on the stick.
And that's when the binding is set using the stick to create the binding.
No, because it wouldn't respond to that. I had to do that using the keypad, the keyboard.
So
Is it dangerous to unplug my stick and throttle whilst everything is up and running? You know, might it lose everything and go bananas?
It should be safe enough. If DCS is running, it generally redetects when you plug something in. It shouldn't change the USB ID as long as you don't plug it into a different port.
Alright, well I'll just try pulling them out, plugging them in again, see what happens. I can't remember which one's which. They both look the same from this angle. The cables that I've got to pull out, they both look the same.
Yeah.
So I'll have a go.
If it has any consolation, I'm having an awful time with my sticks as well. I think they've decalibrated or drifted in some way, but it's not been a gradual thing. It seems to have just plinked overnight, all over the place.
Well, I think mine would need a complete restart or something.
Right.
Sorry, Mike was pointing at the ceiling.
That's right. No, I heard it. It's yeah. If you can't work out what's triggered, assuming it is a sticky key, and it's the joystick that's holding the sticky key down, then yeah, perhaps a restart.
When you say sticky key, do you mean as in sticky keys, or a key that has somehow got stuck?
A key being stuck.
I don't think that's going to be the case. But I can't do it this way all the time, using like two hands on the keyboard to speak every time, and I can't. I'm not. I don't want to go the voice activated route. I'd much prefer to keep it clean and tidy and just have push to talk. If that ain't going to happen, I'll have to look into it.
Okay, so you can do just try restart and then see what happens.
I don't know, I might not even try that. I'll look around first, we'll see.
Right. My DCS just crashed outright. Bear with me, chat.
Right, first I'm going to try a restart of DCS, and if that doesn't do it, I might try a restart of the computer, but I've got a feeling it's just, I don't know, it's lost something somewhere. Right.
I was just saying, I don't know if you caught it, but DCS just popped on me completely. So
Yeah, I just say it crashed out. Yeah. So it did that to me earlier on. Well, it didn't exactly crash out. It's just that it lost track IR.
mine
So
does that quite a lot at the moment.
yeah, it sees it. Then when you get in, and it's registering track IR itself, it sees the game. When you get in, it registers track IR, but the game drops out. In terms of track IR, it drops out. That is. Right, I'm going to shut up and restart DCS. Stephen?
Yeah.
Okay, it's all back. I think it was. It's to do. Do you know when you get a message saying you can't have more than one instance?
Yeah.
I think probably I just reached. or got a dry patch. Hold on. I think earlier on I restarted DCS, but I didn't give it long enough to close down. That's all I'm thinking of.
Right.
So hopefully viewer, everything's working okay for you now.
Joystick has almost done an entire grid square off on the calibration, so that would explain a little bit why I've been having the problems that I've been having. Why is that still off center? Okay, there we are. Right, I'm gonna switch back to the mode that I want. I might have to restart the stream again. Ah, this time it stayed. Okay. So now we can load up that and everything else. Oh, and it's redone on my audio. Thanks.
Now it's done that thing where I've lost the mouse pointer. There's a way out of that, but I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, there's a keyboard setting for that. It's when I get back into it, I'll be able to give you an indication. Oh, come on. Clickable mouse cockpit mode on or off. Left Alt C.
Okay, so it's not to do with mouse, it's to do with a clickable cockpit, which yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So perhaps Left Alt was the reason it got stuck before.
No, I don't think. No, it kicked off, and I accidentally clicked my mouse wheel, I think. So instead of locking my fuel primer, it zoomed in and out. So then I re-click the centre, or re-click the wheel, and then I didn't have my mouse. So.
No, I meant the. Okay, yeah.
Right, see if it'll start. Right, it's got my stick in combined mode. I think that's because I unplugged whilst it was running. When I restart next time, I suspect it won't have it in combined mode. In combined mode, my button that I use on my throttle is not recognised for the mixture button, mixture lever.
Yeah.
So I had to flick it forward quickly. So the engine, I did my boost and my start, engine turned over, started to fire, I hit my button to throw that lever forward, it didn't go forward, so I had to click it forward manually and just about got it in time.
So is that the only button that's affected in that way?
I don't know. Without checking all the buttons I wouldn't know, would I? I'm looking for, I've got a button that turns off the red and blue markers, so I was going to try that, but I can't see any red markers, so they're clearly off at the moment anyway. Don't know, I'll find out when I go. Restart voice attack. I'll just have to map that in combined and that'll solve that issue.
I'm not sure if you've been in the Discord, Bill, since Monday, maybe?
No, not
Feels
since
like
Monday.
It's further. Feels like it was longer ago than that. There's a feature on my channel that lets people play sound bites of different things
Alright.
on my stream.
Oh yeah.
And I thought it'd be interesting that, or funny that, to have those sound bites play through Discord, so it's not just me that hears them.
Oh
So if
yeah.
you do hear anything weird,
Okay.
that's what it is.
Okay.
So quite often people go for the for some of the Monty Python stuff. So occasionally you'll hear someone
Yeah.
screaming about spam.
Oh right.
But yeah, but there's quite a range of sound bites. So just
Okay.
just be aware of that as well. I think my sticks feel better for the calibration.
Good.
I'll know when I try and hover over a container.
Yeah, I suspect that next time I boot, it will pick up the sticks separate, or the joystick and the throttle separately rather than combined as it is at the moment.
Yeah, so the separate arrangement is the preferred one, I presume.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is that just because you made your bindings with it in separate mode, or are there benefits to have it separate over combined?
I don't know if there's really any benefits, I'm not sure, but it's easier to see because if it's
Right.
combined it's just a button, but if it's not combined then it's a button on either the stick or
Okay,
the throttle.
Yeah.
So it's easier to see where it is. Am I clear for runway?
Yeah, I'm fiddling with cargo sling loading in the Huey, so I'm rubber banding effectively between, you know, that the bit at the end of the runway that's got the long. I'm sitting there, and I'm going over to the Mosdock town, where that explosion icon is, pretty much.
Alright.
Right, I'm just going to step away from the keyboard just for a second, just to stretch my leg a moment.
Copy that.
Okay, back.
Okay.
As a co-pilot in the Huey, and my approaches to the cargo boxes have been pretty stable, right up to the moment where he starts giving guidance, like distance away, you know, go left this amount, right that amount. And as soon as he starts talking, it all goes crazy, and I'm all over the place.
What goes crazy? You're flying or the
My control.
Right, okay.
No, my control. It's like as soon as the moment he opens his mouth, it's like I'm all over the place.
I've got blurred vision. I think I've been hit. Pilot wise, that is. I'm over the town to the south of the river. I'm going to see if I can get back.
South of the river. Those are the ones with those nasty ones.
I hit one of the gun emplacements. I'm not blurred now, so I've recovered a bit.
I'm surprised you managed to survive that at all.
Well, I got one gun emplacement and then they were all over me. Engine is shaky, I think. It's a bit out of balance. It's obviously been hit in some way. Left wing's in a bit of a mess. Load of big holes in it.
I just can't believe it's 1 in the morning already.
Well, that wasn't a bad landing, all things considered. I think the pilot's been shot up a bit as well because of the fact that he had blurred vision. Left wing's got loads of big holes in it. Right wing is well peppered. So I got away with it. I've got to get repaired. And of course I suppose track AR is not working because of the buttons not being picked up correctly.
Request repair. Copy. Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Copy.
Yeah, I'm seeing plenty of runway through my wing.
Refueling complete.
Actually, fuselage is well shut up as well. Surprised I got all my cables working. Nevertheless, it was a very reasonable route landing under the circumstances, and I managed to not crash when I showed my gear going down. Because I put my gear down, jump outside the aircraft, because I think it just looks nice. It's just a nice little touch.
Yeah.
But it's dangerous.
I finally managed my first successful cargo drop, and that was after recalibrating the sticks, so perhaps I wasn't half as bad as I thought I was.
Yeah, it's just stick calibration, obviously.
All my frames, however, have just gone through the floor.
You what has?
My frames
Oh,
come back a little bit. Sort of dropping between 60 and 30 for some unknown reason.
well, I'd be happy with 60. I normally get in the region of 35. At the moment, I'm getting 40-ish. When I'm close to the ground, it's probably worse.
Right. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. It didn't detach. Oh, come on.
Oh. After all that.
I'm wondering if he thinks it's detached because he hasn't been giving me any indication about it swinging around all over the place.
Alright. Yeah, because he would normally be saying something about it swinging, I suppose.
Yeah. That was a really gentle touchdown as well. I doubt I'll be able to do a repeat of that.
Okay, I'm all repaired.
Oh, now VRS. Great. And hit the cargo on the ground. So all that wasted.
Oh. think I'm going to go for some soft targets.
Okay, are the ones by the bridge, the usual ones? They now respawn.
They now respawn.
Yeah, so when you take out, when the last one pops, be a couple of a second delay, and then they'll all come back in again.
I'm talking about the
So
ones
we
on the
will-
bridge, or the soft targets on the grass.
Soft targets on the brass.
Oh,
so
right.
the fuel truck and the group next to it.
Okay.
Because I found, I put out a post on Reddit a couple of days ago, and someone from the Hobbit Discord responded with a function that I can use.
Ah,
So that got that going. Although apparently it relies on something that was raised as a bug when something changed a while ago. But now the bug has been in place for longer than the original code, so they are assuming it's not going to be changed again. So
right.
if they make an update to the mission editor and this stops working, then we know why.
Yeah. I'm going to have to adjust my track IR in some way. I'm not sure what, but I'll look around certain ways and it just goes bananas. It goes all over the place. Ah, it might be the lamp behind me. I've got a lamp turned on behind me. They might be getting confused between the three dots of this and the one dot of the lamp.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got to trim it out a little bit and go and sort that then. Be back in a sec. Right, all the soft targets are gone.
Right, so they should pop back in a second.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it'd probably be okay if it happened in a few minutes rather than seconds.
Yeah.
To be realistic, if you like, because they've got to get vehicles there from a distance.
Yeah.
Oh, I've still got some red dots actually, so maybe they're not destroyed.
No, they're destroyed, but they haven't necessarily exploded, maybe?
Yeah,
Maybe
I've
just
got
heavily
3
flamed,
red.
but flag was dead.
Say again?
There's nothing on the map in that area. So they might be like 1% damage, considered dead by DCS, but not actually exploded and destroyed.
Okay, I'll give it a couple. Give one of them a couple of bullets.
I don't even know if you can continue to affect someone at that stage. But they should
Yeah,
be,
I think so.
they should
Well,
be
that one just exploded.
Okay. So if there's no more red dots there.
Well, there was 3. I'm turning to have a look.
Okay. Well, if they're burning, then they've all go eventually.
Yeah, they're gonna
because
go eventually,
they've
yeah.
reached the point. Yeah. The only downside is, with DCS, again this is a DCS thing rather than my mission. There they go, they've just come back in.
Oh, I missed it.
They
I
will
wasn't looking.
respawn. They will respawn in exactly the same position. So if you happen to do a particularly good strafe and destroy them all on one sweep, they're going to respawn right on top of the old units. I don't think they're going to cause any damage to themselves, but it will make it progressively more difficult to identify at their initial spawn point.
Okay. I'm going to go for the same ones again now. See what I get. I don't know how much ammo
They
I've
should
got now.
infinitely respawn as well. So again, over time, what that might mean is we might need to restart the server a little bit more often than we used to. But
But that's interesting. I might have hit them all. Oh no, there's one perhaps not hit at all.
one's at 50%, or just over 50%.
There's one that's not smoking.
Yeah, that's probably the one that was just over 50%, I reckon.
That should go now. It's 97.
97 apparently is DCS dead, but not necessarily destroyed.
Yeah, I think all the others. I must have got them all but one in that run.
But unless they've exploded, they won't trigger the respawn.
Well, I just got to fly about and watch them explode. Then I should see them turn up again. They're all burning. Yep, they're all there now. So probably it could do with a longer gap before they respawn, unless we just want to shoot loads of stuff.
Yeah, don't know. I mean, ultimately, that's what this map is for, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Air to ground practice area, so you don't
Yeah.
necessarily want a massive delay. If it was more scenario scenario oriented, then yeah, I'd put in some form of delay.
Yeah. Well, I'm out of ammo now.
Once again, and it's going to be a really, really smooth hover over to the cargo container, and as soon as he says forward 10 or whatever it is he says, that's right, it'll be all over the place.
You mean because of what you're doing, or something else that causes
I don't
it?
know. I don't know. Perhaps it's a subconscious thing where all of a sudden I become more tense and my movements are
Oh, very possible.
slightly jerkier than they should be, or I don't know. A subconscious clench. I think what it also could be is, whilst you don't have an objective, a hover feels moderately stable. As soon as you've got an absolute static fixed point to hover over, your hover is then more visible as being less stable.
Yeah. Well, I'm quite chuffed, although it started off bad because of the push-to-talk business. I'm quite chuffed that I've done okay so far. But I've done okay so far because I took off okay before, then I came in well shot up, took off okay again, and now I've just made a landing that puts me almost, if not actually. Yeah. Oh no, hang on. No, the white dotted line is just under my left gun, my left cannon.
Right.
So I'm pretty much in the middle, but not exactly. And I'm reasonably straight.
Didn't even get as far as moving away with it this time. I'm doing terrible tonight. Why? Didn't unload my guns.
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Copy. Refueling complete. Rearming complete.
The game's refusing, or now the ground crew are refusing to acknowledge when I'm asking them to do stuff. It's almost like being at home. It was removing the armaments on my helicopter, but now it's just don't get any response.
Oh.
Finally, I don't know how many I've done, but finally got a successful drop.
Oh, well done.
The question is, did I put it in the right place? Did the unit spawn? Was it close enough? I've got a horrible suspicion it weren't close enough.
RTB, I'm out of ammo.
Wait. They all look pretty close. Perhaps it's just outside, I don't know. Ah, yeah, it is just outside. Oh, now Verest. Blimey. That was close. Very close. Grief, that's a very small circle. Sheep. It is auto-hooked by a co-pilot. You have to manually unhook it. Which is no, it's not 3 meters off the ground. There is no way that's 3 meters off the ground.
Is that one in the right place?
Well, it's a lot closer to the green smoke, and I'm pretty sure that's the point where I need to drop it. Unless I moved the wrong bit, and I still need to drop it in that clearing by those circular containers. What's on the map? Have we got any units on the map? No units on the map.
Well, if you put the map to satellite, shouldn't you be able to see?
No, well, I'll get the blue markers on the map, but they have not spawned yet. I don't think they're gonna. Or it doesn't. I might even take this green smoke off because it doesn't. The machine does not like it. Also, Sheep, when it's a two-player Huey, the co-pilot does the hooking and the unhooking, so it's not just a shooty affair. Some of it is actual labour as well. I'm going to see if I can drop it over there. I wonder if I moved the smoke but didn't move the drop point. Oh, I've erased. Close. So I'm quite happy with the amount of landings that I've made this evening and the reasonable quality of the landings. Just everything else has been terrible.
Yeah, I'm guessing you have to get your payload in that area that you're sitting in now.
It's either that, or there is, hang on a second, just need to, there is a small clearing by the buildings that are very close by with two circular bunker things. Okay. Alright, so there's a couple of not air shelters, it looks like, what are they are, gas, they look a little bit like the gas cylinder things in Chelmsford.
Gasometers. I'm seeing 4.
Yeah, that's right, yeah, so just to the east of those. So this is where I used to have to drop it, and what I thought I did was move the drop point out into that slightly bigger clearing. Just to make it a little bit easier. A sheep. Yeah, I mean, this is my mission. This is my map. Aye. After all that, damaged it, so it doesn't count.
Ah.
So yeah, sheep, yeah, everyone will be seeing, well I assume Bill, you could see the green smoke as well, couldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, and there's an explosion symbol on the ground.
Yeah, and a
That
square.
is, I wasn't sure if I would see the marker. May come in and find the spot marker. Roger that. See, I thought I moved the spot to a slightly easier place. What I might have now is a little bit of a smokes in one point, but the drop point is in a different point. So I might have messed it up. Incidentally, sheep, we do also have a refueler flying around. I believe it's still flying around. In fact, there might even be two if I got it right.
It's a K. It's north of Mosdock.
North of Rostov. Yeah, there'll be one there, and there might be, if I got it to spawn correctly, one somewhere southwest, a fair distance, so halfway between Mosdock and Kupleti.
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's more south than west.
Okay, it'll be moving. It'll be moving round in a clockwise pattern. So at some point you might find it's coming into land at Mosdock if it's bingo fuel.
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
Hey, sheep.
Good evening, sir.
Oh man. Just got up there not too long ago. Yeah, I was up probably about 1 o'clock this morning, and then did a couple of things, and then just tried to get back to sleep, couldn't do it, so I said fuck it, just stayed up, and then did some more training and got some of it. I think I'm just over halfway there, or 3/4 of the way there, on the one training platform, and then I got the other.
Right, okay.
Yeah, boring as fuck.
So is this the Russian stuff, or is that more?
No, this is for the work oriented. The thing is, though, is that the like it's work oriented, but it's a pain in the ass because I've already done all these courses, and the work,
Right.
it's a new job, and I can't remember my old account information to show that, hey, I've already completed this. I'm stuck going through all this shit all over again. And one of my arms off my freaking headset's busted.
On the arms.
Well, you know the strap that goes around your head on with this.
Okay.
Yeah, the right strap had cracked, and it just free floats. I'm like cursing and swearing right now.
I need to find out if there's a way I can respawn cargo containers because I'm running out. I think the cargo containers could be an interesting logistical thing for the mission when it works properly. It's like, if you want to expand your presence on the map, You have to wait for a cargo container to be available, and then you cart it over to a place to create a fob.
Oh, nice.
Though there is a liberation now, a liberation mode map for DCS, which is possibly interesting.
Oh.
Ooh. Not anymore, I'm not.
I have to do a reboot of the computer up and back.
Now flying the right way.
Have you turned the green smoke off already?
No, it only comes on when I've got, when there's a Huey coming in.
Oh, right.
So it will probably be coming back into visibility very soon.
Yeah, I'm on your 6 visually at the moment. Not flying, just observing.
Oh, right, okay. There it goes.
Yeah. I'll watch this and then I'll perhaps take off again. So do you know that your dump area is actually in that clearing beneath the green smoke? Have you been able to ascertain that? And I appreciate your concentrating, so don't worry about the response.
Yeah, mission data's not telling me. I think it's right in the middle of that green smoke, but it could also be just to the right of those buildings as we fly in.
Okay, Band-Aid solution fixed.
There's what?
Now, again, waiting to happen. Yeah.
I'm pretty close to the centre, I think.
Yeah, I'm watching. No, you're not above the centre yet. You're not over the. Oh, it's not the brown patch, is it? The centre isn't the brown patch as I thought it was.
No, the centre's green. Cargo damage. Oh no, is it unhooked?
I think you broke it. I think it disappeared.
No, it's got cargo damaged, but not cargo destroyed. But either way, I don't think I'll get it. Yeah, it's just
Oh well.
I'm wondering if I caught my mouse, because I was able to, and bearing in mind my skills, I've done this 2 or 3 times on target, because I've got the units to spawn correctly. But I can't do it at all now. So I'm wondering if I caught my mouse
Request refueling.
and it radically shrunk the zone.
Request rearming.
Oh, right.
Like if I caught the scroll wheel and with the
Yeah.
cursor in the wrong place. Because I think I've run out of cargoes now without restarting the map.
So what you're telling me is that it's the same as every cargo will drop out there in the world.
Sorry?
I said, so what you're saying is it's the exact same as any cargo drop out there in the world. Have you seen the videos of some of the cargo drops in Afghanistan?
No.
Oh, it's funny. I think they lost.
Sorry, go on.
I think they lost about 20 Humvees out of a drop.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm gauging myself on
Rearming complete.
there's a guy that I used to play Eve with. Well, he like headed up the corporation as it's known in Eve. And he was a 130 pilot for the Night Owls, USAF. and their slogan is on time, on target, first time, every time. No, I think they were actually rather good.
Were they true to their slogan?
Yeah, didn't mean to say
I
that
believe
it
they
all,
were.
doesn't mean to say that it all came in one piece.
You mean it saves them opening it up?
It basically is a, well, I mean, every vehicle does need parts. Yep, that's a parts vehicle. That's a parts vehicle. Oh, there's another parts vehicle. Yeah. Oh, that can be banged out with a sledgehammer. Bit of torch.
Polished out with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Well, it is a funny video. I just sat there.
I'm
and was
AFK
laughing.
for a
I'm
minute.
I was laughing at them. I think they were. I don't know if they were doing the drop for the army or the Marines. I think it was the army.
Right.
But I just sat there and laughing. I'm just like, oh wow. There's 120, 240, 360, 480, 600. Yeah, I can't remember how much each Humvee costs in that, but I mean, I'm guessing about 120,000 just for bare bones. Yeah, engineers sure did have their work cut out for them that day.
It's on the FARPs, the helipads. You should now be able to rearm.
You're implying that I'm going to be able to land on the helipad.
No, you can do it when you spawn.
Oh, okay.
Well, they don't spawn yet because I don't know if I'm on the right helipad.
Nope.
I can't ever remember which one of the Hueys.
Well, the so the shit. Where's it going with this? Fuck. The problem is that it was the base layer of communication. That was my problem. I hit the backslash button or / whatever the hell it is on the keyboard, and I was able to bring it up. But when I'm in my thing, right? When I'm in my Spitfire, all of that works. But when I change aircraft, it doesn't work.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Forget base bindings.
Yeah.
Which I think there are two things I hate that I think are almost fall only marginally short of abhorrent with DCS, and that's the binding system, because it doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Because it's one of the few things I actually truly understand is that sort of thing. And the other one is the 3-minute delay on repairs, which I think is stupid.
Well, I mean, technically, I'd rather have 3 minutes than 35 hours, but okay.
Well, as a server owner, you should be able to define how long it takes before the repair triggers. It should be a configurable setting to be like, okay, you got to wait 10 seconds for a repair. That's fair enough, but 3 minutes on a casual knockabout server is just daft. Before it even starts to think about repairing you. I just don't understand what made them think that No, I know. Let's make it 3 minutes and then make it so that no one can change it. That's just daft. I think I'm gonna hop into a KA and shoot something. Especially as I've run out of cargo loads now.
When does it spawn in?
And we restart the mission, which is easy enough to do. We just need to make sure we're all ready for it. In fact, no, I'm not going to go into a KA. I'm going to drop out the mission, out the server very briefly, and go into the mission editor and just make sure I didn't screw it up.
Alright.
So if I did, then it would be easy just to update the map and dump it across, restart it.
Yeah.
Although knowing someone like Jack Seed, he'll just probably jump into Huey, go in there, drop it off, first go. So, what's the problem?
I'm gonna have to reboot again for. Oh no, hold on a second. Forgot to start up my fucking voice meter. I gotta figure out how to set this up where I turn on my computer, it automatically starts.
If you have voice meter open currently.
Yeah.
Okay, bear with me because I don't. On the menu, 1, 2, 3, fourth section down, run on a Windows startup. Need a tick on that. And then possibly tick the one that says system tray as well, and that will mean it won't be on the screen when it starts up.
System tray run at startup. Right?
No, we should have, yeah, those two, yeah.
Hold on, there's two?
Yeah, system tray and run on a Windows startup. Should be next to each other or above each other.
I got on mine. All I got is restart audio engine, auto restart audio engine, eject cassette, load settings, save settings, reset settings, system tray run at startup, like in brackets run at startup.
Yeah, those two.
Oh, okay, there are two on yours. Mine.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I see show app on startup, always visible.
Yeah, no, I have app unchecked, always visible unchecked.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, I only have 3, not 4.
What in that section?
Yeah, I'm using banana.
Oh, no, potato.
Am I using potato as well? That's weird.
If you go down to the about license.
Hold on. What is it? Menu?
Yeah, menu and then...
About. Yeah, just
rage from sitting duck thing. Viewers close. Get even dark. I've got to put the camera on. Give them customary thumbs up.
Yeah, it does. I don't see anything on here that tells me what version it is.
If it's on the if you've got the about box license screen open, just under where it says potato, you should have version
Oh, there you go.
3.0 but 1.8.
No, I'm 1.3.
1.3. Oh, okay. Right, so you got a slightly earlier version. That's right. Thank you, Josie, for the shout out. Sitting duck. Oh my god. Yeah, getting by. I'm surprised you're up this late. 2 o'clock in the morning, mate. You're running on dead time. Hope everything's still right for you. We're just a little. I was off. You did a silent stream. Awesome. It seems to have worked for you. 13 viewers. Very nice. Gonna sleep now though. Roger that. Hey, what's that? NV Collium Pix 2021. Good evening to you. Good morning. Flying Raccoon.
Spiffy?
No. Why? Are they? No, it's Rack Attack. One of them is Spiffy. Yeah, Spiffy. Give me some garbage. Give me what? Give me garbage. Smo 7 Surface and Duck, thank you very much for the raid, buddy. I really do appreciate that. Okay, so the... stay safe, buddy. Once again, thank you very much for the raid. As a student, you can see me. It just occurs that I don't even know. Barely. I do. There we go.
Those units to the extreme east, beyond the 7 units that we often go for, but they really are deadly, aren't they? You can't get near them.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised. That's why I was surprised you managed to get the ones in south of the town, south of the airfield. Sorry.
Yeah, south of the river,
Because
which is south.
the same. Yeah, but they're the same unit type.
Yeah, but I wasn't shooting at them. They've got howitzer type things down there as well. But it was the other things that got me. But I was shooting at howitzer type thing. That's what I think it was. It was like
in the city, in the little town Kislayar.
Hang on.
Which is the one that's just south of the city,
Yeah.
south of the river. They're exactly the same unit as over on the railway bridge.
Well, I thought I was shooting at. Let's have a look. I thought I was shooting at a dug-in. You know, where you get the circular embankment with a gun emplacement in it.
Yeah. No,
so if that was there, that'll be marked as such on here, I guess. But I got one of them.
So the type on the railway bridge, like to the east of the airfield, is a AAA ZU-23 emplacement, and the one in Kislazar or whatever it is a closed emplacement. So perhaps closed means it's got a dug-in. Don't know. But it's the same unit. It's a ZU-23.
Okay, right. Well, whatever. I definitely got one of them. But very soon after that, the others took me down. No trouble.
Right.
Anyway, having been shot down, I'm going to throw my toys out the pram and go away. No, I'll quit now because it's 2:15. So I've had a pretty good run, despite the issues with my push to talk stuff that I had earlier on. And hopefully that everything will revert back to normal the next time I'll be on stick and throttle rather than combined. Next time I boot up, hopefully. Okay, I'm gone. So cheers, sheep. Nice to speak to you. Not that I was with you very much tonight, but yeah, all right. It's always nice to join up. Catch you again another time.
Yeah, take care, Bill. For now.
Yeah, TTFN. Good night.
All right.
And likewise for my viewer. Just to confirm, I'm going to close the stream now. It's 2:15 here in UK, so I'm going to close the stream, turn in, and maybe catch you another time. Take care. Good night. TTFN.